Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today is we doing solving a biological problem in the light of let's see, in light of what? In light of malaria. As there are two experiments are mentioned in the biology. First of all, you know the meaning of malaria. Male means bad, area means air, and it is related to the marshes. So what the observations taken according to the malaria? First of all, they observed the people who drink the water of marshes, they didn't get the malaria. On the other hand, first of all, it has been started in 1878. A French army physician, Laveron, began to search for the cause of malaria. Laveron, 1878. He began his research on malaria. He took the small amount of blood of a malarial patient at that time. He don't know that either it's a malarial patient and it is not called as malaria, but he took the blood of a patient who is infected by some disease. He checked out his blood under the microscope and he seen small creatures in the blood. Small creatures in the blood. But at that time, no one is agreed with his whatever he is noticed, the creatures he noticed. But after sometimes, after 2 years, another physician saw same creature in the blood of the patient, and again after 3 years of the second discovery, the same creatures were observed for third time. The organism was given name as Plasmodium. So these first time, after when he found small creatures in the blood, 2 years later, another scientist observed the same creatures in the blood of the patient. I'm not saying it malarial patient because it is before the proven that it is a malarial patient. He took the blood who is actually ill. So he took the blood and he had seen small creatures in the blood. After 2 years, another scientist observed small creatures in the blood, and Again, after 3 years of his discovery, another 3 years of his discovery, another scientist find the same creatures in the blood of the patient, and then he give the name of these small creatures as plasmodium. Okay, and here I have to told you that in the 17th century, many plants from the America were sent back to Europe to be used as medicines. The bark of the tree known as Quana quana was very suitable for curing fevers. But what happened? Some of the dishonest merchants sending another bark of the tree named Kinkona, or I don't know whether it's the right pronunciation. Kinkona. Actually, this sending of this Kinkona rather than the previous one, it becomes a beneficial as it contains quinine, which is mostly effective in the treatment of the illness which is causing by the plasmodium. So the first theory and the first experiment which has done by it is told that hypothesis create first hypothesis, plasmodium is the cause of malaria. And we know that hypothesis is the statement which is further to be checked while by performing different experiments. So this is the first hypothesis. Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. So what is the detection? Detection is based on if and then. We know that detection is based, first detection is based on it that if the person is affected by by malaria, then plasmodium should be present in the blood of the patient. Or if the plasmodium is the cause of malaria, then Plasmodium must be present in the blood of the affected person. This is the first hypothesis, that Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. So what is the detection? If the Plasmodium is the cause of malaria, and then Plasmodium must be present in the blood of the affected person. And we know that after detection, what happened? We have to do the experiments to prove the hypothesis, either it is correct or not. It's proved by the experiments. So what experiments have been done about? It has been taken about 100